HarperCollins presents The Night Shift by Nancy Peach. Read by Imogen Church. For all the clever girls, be proud of your big, beautiful brains. Violet. Monday night, 24th of December, Christmas Eve. It was nearing midnight on Christmas Eve when the crash bleep first went off, and Dr. Violet Winters was so shocked that she almost dropped it down the toilet. In a panic, she darted out of the cubicle without remembering to tie up her scrub trousers, which promptly slid down her legs, wrapped themselves around her ankles, and sent her hurtling into the wash basin. Thankfully, nobody else was in the Ward 12 staff toilet area to witness the festive sight of a junior doctor sliding arse over tit into a big heap on the floor. Neither was anyone there to observe her look of abject horror as the crash bleep continued to broadcast its uncompromising message. Cardiac arrest, Ward 7. Cardiac arrest, Ward 7. Violet clipped the small but terrifying device back into the top pocket of her scrubs, gave her hands a cursory run under the tap, and emerged onto the open ward a few seconds later, the bleep still crackling static and squawking like an alarmed parrot. The noise lent a justifiable air of urgency to her situation, and she didn't turn it off until she had sprinted past at least 3 staff nurses and one of the orderlies cleaning the floor. The more people witnessing her emergency dash, the fewer there would be bleeping her in the next couple of minutes with the combination of alternately mundane and horrific tasks currently waiting her to-do list. If word got out that Dr. Winters was attending a resuscitation, then it was much less likely she would be called upon to take blood from the lady with the collapsible veins, or write up the discharge drugs for the man in bed 19, a task deemed urgent at this hour by nobody other than the temporary ward clerk. Once out of sight of the nursing staff, Violet slowed her sprint to a manageable jog, both to preserve her lung function and to delay her inevitable arrival. As the most junior member of the medical crash team, one definitely did not want to be the first on the scene of an arrest, and the sign for Ward 7 was only a short way down the corridor, its peeling plastic numeral looming ominously from the wire hangers in the ceiling. Thankfully, the sound of another set of trainers squeaking along the linoleum began to chime with the rhythm of hers, and a flash of blue cotton disappearing around the corner indicated that at least one other healthcare professional had beaten her to it. She felt able to step up the pace and followed the blue cotton through the double swing doors, narrowly avoiding a collision with a precariously balanced synthetic fibre Christmas tree that had seen better days. From the ward corridor, she was directed towards a curtained area already bulging and humming with raised voices. Beyond the curtain, 3 bodies moved urgently around a 4th lying prone upon the bed. 3 faces turned expectantly in her direction. The 4th face, that of the patient, remained staring blankly at the ceiling, registering little of the frantic activity occurring around it. "Violet Winters," she said breathlessly. "I'm just the F1. With those words, the rest of the crash team were instantly alerted to the fact that Violet was a foundation year doctor, only a few months out of medical school. They would also doubtless be aware that 5 years of diligent attendance at lectures and hours spent trawling through textbooks rarely translated to clinical competence on the wards. Theory was no substitute for practice, and a straight-A medical student was worlds apart from a good, effective, confident doctor. Violet was living proof of this fact. She was as green as her
Sample complete. Ready to continue?